What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about 15 of my favorite fragrance pickups of this current year, 2022. All right, so I just want to sit back, relax, lay back a little bit and talk about fragrances, man. I got my coffee back here. I got my fragrances back here, and we're just going to talk, man. How's that sound? And it's just going to be great. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Man, what's good, YouTube? It's your guy, Darian, man, a.k.a. Mr. Swagged Out, a.k.a. Mr. Swag King, a.k.a. Nobody really calls me that. Just thought I'd say it. Seriously, just thought I'd say it. On this channel, we talk about fragrances. We also talk about fashion as well. We get into some style. We get into some grooming, some lifestyle stuff on the channel as well. So, listen, man, if that sounds interesting to you, I invite you to click that subscribe button. Also, make sure if you do that, to enable the notifications by hitting the bell icon. That way when I upload new videos, you'll get notified. All right, guys, so on today, I'm going to be talking about 15 of my favorite pickups from 2022. I will tell you, although the fragrances have not been bad fragrances, or they haven't been fragrances that don't smell good, but a lot of the designer fragrance releases for me have been a little bit underwhelming, primarily because they're flankers. But again, they smell good, but just not anything to excite me at this point in my fragrance journey. So again, I get fragrances in all the time, and most of these I buy my freaking self. So I'm going to be talking about my favorite 15 fragrances that I picked up in 2022. Now, that does not necessarily mean that they were released in the year of 2022, but I acquired them for the collection in 2022. So that's what we're doing today. That's what we do. You know how we rock it. If you want to see what's on my list, you know the routine, man. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it. Bam. Don't you know no good?
The Bowtie Fragrance Guy.
All right, we are back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's go ahead and jump into this list. I'm going to kind of run through these as quick as I can because, again, I have 15. I just couldn't leave some of these off. I was thinking about 10, but I have to mention at least these 15 fragrances. So the first one up is this one right here, guys. This is a 2020 release, I think, from the house of Xerjoff. They did a collaboration with a rock legend, Tony Iommi. I think that I am pronouncing his name correctly. Hopefully I am. And the name of this fragrance is Monkey Special. Now, I don't know about the name. I'm going to do some more research to find out what that name is, what's up with that name. But I can tell you for a fact the fragrance smells phenomenal. Guys, look at this packaging. Just let me show you the packaging. I brought the packaging for a lot of these fragrances, or the presentation, because you got to see some of these. This box is absolutely amazing. You guys that have had a Xerjoff fragrance before know that they do top notch when it comes to presentation. This is the only fragrance on this list that was sent to me. I bought every single last one of the other ones. This one was sent to me from Twisted Lily. But guys, look at this presentation on this one. The fragrance is phenomenal. Okay, you open it up inside the box. There's a card in there, and look at this bottle, man. Let's just get to this bottle. The bottle is gorgeous, man. If you're a Raiders fan, you'll love this bottle. It's black and silver. Beautiful presentation. I'm not gonna have time to go through all these presentations, but guys, the fragrance is phenomenal. The fragrance is phenomenal. There's some incense here. There's some leather. So you get some smokiness in here. You get some spices, cinnamon, some sweetness, vanilla, and tonka bean. There's a little bit of a boozy accord at the top with some rum as well. Listen, this is an absolutely phenomenal fragrance. If you like fragrances like Carlisle from Parfums de Marly, maybe even Wajan, just those kind of really, gourmand and rich, spicy scents, then I promise you guys, this is one you're going to love. I have worn this, and the performance is absolutely nuclear on my skin on this scent. So guys, I always have, thank you to Twisted Lily for sending this over. But I always have my link down below to Twisted Lily if you guys like to check this out. Or any other fragrances that they may have on this list. I'm not sure. I think they do have some others. But guys, check this one out. I'm telling you seriously, sincerely, this is a phenomenal fragrance. It's my taste. If you like fragrances, again, that have the cinnamon, vanilla, you know, the leather, the benzoin, incense, all those kind of things going on, this is one you might want to put your nose on. Again, this is a collaboration done with Xerjoff and Tony Iommi. I think the name of his rock band was Black Sabbath. So, you know, kind of deep gothic kind of stuff. And I guess that's kind of what they wanted to translate with this scent. But it does smell great. So check this one out if you guys are interested in that. From Xerjoff. Again, this one is called Tony Iommi. That's a special blend they did with Xerjoff. All right, guys. One of my the next fragrance I want to talk about, one of my top 15 pickups of this year. This one came from the house of Electimuss, and this is Imperium. Again, another one that has amazing presentation. Guys, when you get into niche fragrances, you'll find that on average, their presentations are just kind of superior. But the fragrance sits in the box like that. And this one is really nice, man. If you like florals and vanilla, this is one that you'll like. It's a nice, bright opening. Has a lot of florals in here, tuberose, lily, just to name a few. But the dry down is really about patchouli, oud, and vanilla. But this is a beautiful scent. It is going to kind of put you in the mind of Acqu Di Gio. I would say about maybe there's like a 50% similarity there. Although they don't have a lot of listed notes that are the same. If you like a vintage kind of DNA, this is something that you'll probably like. But this is really about, to me, it's really about that oud, vanilla, and patchouli on the dry down for the most part. But definitely from presentation to the scent DNA, one of my top favorite pickups so far from 2015 from the house of Electimuss. This one is called Imperium. All right, guys, another one that I put in my top 15 that I picked up this year. My introduction to this house was with Aqua Viva. I'm talking about none other than the house of Perfumum Roma. Shout out to my man Eric, man, Centrifugal Force. If you guys have not heard his channel, go check him out. He's an OG in the fragrance community. I absolutely love his videos. We have the same last name. I think his last name is Hill, Eric Hill. We might be related, so my man E, holla at me. But anyway, the house of Perfumum Roma, this one is one I picked up this year. It's called Dolce Aqua. Dolce Aqua, and this is a creamy citrus scent. Heliotrope, coconut, tonka bean, some citruses on the top. A fragrance that's to die for. This is going to be in high rotation in the summertime. But honestly, you can get away with wearing this year round, but it just smells great. It's a phenomenal fragrance. A creamy coconut, almond, heliotrope kind of scent with some citruses on the top. You guys know I'm all the way here for this kind of stuff. So if you can, this is a fragrance house. Check it out. They're not on a lot of discounters. I do think one of the discounted sites just started carrying this. I can't remember which one it was. But anyway, love this scent, man, from the house of Perfumum Roma. This one is called Dolce Aqua. All right, guys, the next fragrance, and this stuff is good, man. It's as good as advertised. My guy, Quality Fragrances, I think was the first one I heard talk about this one, but it's worth a look from the house of Ramon Monegal. This is called La Isla Blanca. La Isla Blanca, or Blanca. This stuff is good, man. There's a big discrepancy if you look on Fragrantica and on the actual website. Big discrepancy of notes, so I'll just tell you what I get. I get aldehydes. I get this accord that kind of reminds me, it smells a lot like coconut, a very tropical vibe to it. I get aldehydes. I get a very clean musk. There's some sweetness in here, so there may be some tonka bean in here or something like that as well. But that's what I mainly get from this scent, and it is an amazing fragrance. Summertime is right around the corner. I've already been rocking this. I got a dent in this already. I went on vacation with the family about 2 weeks ago for the spring break. I took this. This was one of the fragrances that I took with me, and I wore it a lot. I wore it a lot. It's just one of those kind of scents. It's a vacation kind of fragrance. Anytime it's really hot outside, this is one you can grab and just wear the heck out of it. So check this one out, guys, from the house of Ramon Monegal. This is called La Isla Blanca. All right, guys, this next fragrance I've talked about it a lot here lately, and I'm going to be talking about a lot more as I move forward, from the house of Xerjoff, Pikovaya Dama. And like I said, some of these guys I have the presentation because sometimes you just need to show the presentation because some of these are so special. Okay, this one right here, Pikovaya Dama. Look at this beautiful presentation on this. Look at this box. And you open it up, of course, the fragrance will rest in here. And guys, if you've never purchased a Xerjoff fragrance, you need to purchase one. It's an experience. The fragrance rests into right here securely and snugly in the box. If you guys can see that. I always hold on to these just in case. But that's how the fragrance rests in the box. And man, listen, man, this is just a very clean, floral, and aldehydic kind of scent. One you got to experience. One you have to experience. A lot of people compare this to Chanel No. 5. I get it. But this one's a little bit more masculine than Chanel No. 5. And that's why as a guy I can rock this. But I'm telling you, man, for like an office situation, again, I like to say this is kind of a sophisticated scent for the summertime. If I need to dress up a little bit, this is going to be one of my go-to fragrances, guys. So check it out if you get a chance. It is expensive, but get a sample of it. And if you like clean, soapy fragrances with a little bit of florals in the background, you'll love this one from Xerjoff. Again, this is called Pikovaya Dama. All right, guys, this next fragrance was done by a perfumer that I'm really starting to appreciate a lot of her work, Cecile Zarokian from Masque Milano. This one is called Tango. This one is called Tango, man. And this scent right here, man. Oh, man. This stuff is good. This stuff is good, man. A little bit of cumin in here, not anything that's going to really turn you off. It kind of reminds me of, if you guys have ever smelled Overture Man from Amouage, although this is a lot more toned down than Overture Man. But this stuff is just good. It's good. It's got some rose in it. It's got some, again, some cumin. It's got some cinnamon. Check it out if you get a chance. Some spices. This is one of my favorite pickups, of course, from 2022. This is called Tango. Now another one, and this is a house I really started to delve into towards the end of last year and this year. I did a video on this fragrance. If you have not seen it, I'll make sure I link it, from the house of Boadicea The Victorious. This is Consort. Consort. And let me just show you again, presentation is dope on this one as well. Fragrance rests in the box. I did a full video on this, so I won't go into it, but this is a fragrance, if you like the Creed Aventus DNA as well, you got to put your nose on this one. This is one of the best to do it. This is one of the best to do it. It's not 100% Creed Aventus, but definitely heavily influenced. But that is an amazing fragrance, so check that one out. Also from the house of Boadicea The Victorious. And I talked about this one here recently as well. As I told you at that time, the presentation is different on this one and that fragrance. But this one is called Chariot. This is from like their main line. They have a few different lines within their collection, and this one is really dope, man. I talked about this here recently. This one has the tab on it on the side. Again, fragrance rest in box, and this is one I think you guys should check out. Again, it's a rose oud combination that you can wear in the summertime. So the oud is really light in here, just really give the fragrance some depth. That's really what it is there for. But again, the rose oud, very prominent in this scent with a lot of citruses on the top. It's a host of citrus notes on the top of this fragrance. And again, so this is one that you can get away with wearing when it's hot outside. So check this one out as well, guys, from Boadicea The Victorious. This one is called Chariot. All right, guys, now two other pickups from this year that really have blown me away have been from the house of Unique Luxury. And this first one is called Istanbul. This is the presentation on it. I think I got these from Lucky Scent. Yeah, Lucky Scent. Both of these I actually purchased them from Lucky Scent. The presentation on this one, of course, is nice as well. There's a card in here on each of your purchases, and the fragrance rests inside the box here. They actually have some of the notes on the back here, so I'll kind of read them off. Grape, neroli, lemon tea, cilantro, toffee, geranium. So when I saw this note breakdown, I said, I gotta smell this, guys. I'm looking for some unique stuff, hence Unique Luxury. And this one is phenomenal, man. If you've ever smelled Love Don't Be Shy from by Killian, This smelled a lot like Love Don't Be Shy, with a little bit more of a masculine twist to it. That one is like a marshmallow orange blossom combination. So somehow the notes in this arrive to a very similar DNA. But this stuff is phenomenal, man. Presentation is second to none as well. I love this stuff. So check this one out from Unique Luxury. It's called Istanbul. And again, I have another one that I purchased from this house as well. This one is called Acqu Di Gio from Unique Luxury. And again, this is a summery scent with some depth to it. All right, so I'll read some of those marine notes: lemon, grapefruit, lavender. You have that thyme in there, so there's a kind of spicy kick in there: apple, pineapple, vanilla, musk, leather. So on the dry down, you start to get that character in there. This one actually came with a sleeve on it. So guys, you know I love this box. Look at this box, man. It's red with gold embellishments on the box. So you know I love the presentation on this one. And just like the previous one, you have to take it out. Fragrance rests inside the box. And again, it's just a very unique scent to me that you can wear in the summertime. So this is going to be in high rotation for me this summer. Check it out, man. Let's look at the presentation on it again. Very, very luxurious presentation. So check this one out. Again, it's called Acqu Di Gio from the house of Unique Luxury. All right, guys. So the next fragrance that I want to talk about is from the house of Rosendo Mateu, and this is called Number 2. Number 2. This is again another unique fragrance that is good for the summertime. Citruses are the main accords here, but you have that sitting on top of woods and leather. And once again, it's very balanced, so the leather is not overpowering in this scent, but the woods and the leather give this fragrance some staying power, and that's something that, you know, is kind of hard to find sometimes with fragrances that are done primarily for the warmer months of the year. This is another very unique scent that I was able to find that I have been loving a lot from the house of Rosendo Mateu. This is Number 2. Now these last 3 I've talked about a lot, so I won't spend as much time on these, but it's good to show the presentation. This one this year, this Clive Christian X. Clive Christian X, again, this is not, I repeat, not for everybody. This fragrance is not for everybody, man, but it is a nice, masculine, woody, leathery kind of scent. Again, presentation is amazing. Check that out. But you guys know what this fragrance is because I just talked about this on a recent video. This is one you definitely need to sample first, guys. But if you know you love those really unique, masculine, woody green kind of scents, this may be one that you can check out. But I highly recommend sampling that one first because of what it is. This next one is one that I've talked about a little bit more this year. Alberto Marias has come out with his own line of fragrances. The fragrance house is called Maison. And this one that I have is called Eau de Gingembre. And I've talked a lot about this fragrance. And last year when we did this tag video, we talked about white t-shirt approved fragrances. This should be number 1 on everybody's list. I will tell you that now because this stuff is absolutely phenomenal. Once again, the translation of this fragrance means ginger water. And guys, you just need to try it. This summer, this fragrance needs to be in everybody's collection. Straight up. Get this in your life, man. Trust me. Get this one in your life. You will not be disappointed. You can spray the heck out of this thing and just go. Every time I have worn this, I've gotten compliments. It's so invigorating. The ginger is spicy but fresh at the same time, and you have citruses with the ginger. Just an uplifting. This is probably the most uplifting fragrance I have in my entire collection. So check this one out, guys. Definitely from the house of Maison. This is called Eau de Gingembre. And last but not least, I've talked about this fragrance here a lot as well on the channel, but I got to show you the presentation. Finally, from the house of Kemi, This is Aurum. This is rose chocolate. And it is fantastic in strawberries. Roses, chocolate, and strawberries. That's why it is such an amazing date night scent. But check out this presentation, man. You open it here. The presentation is amazing on this one. All right. So you take the fragrance out. I've showed it to you before. But it's absolutely crazy, this scent. I mean, the bottle is sexy. The fragrance is sexy. Again, roses, chocolate, and strawberries. Oh, man. This stuff is so good. But, guys, these are 15 of my favorite pickups so far, the year of 2022. You know, again, I look for stuff now that is kind of unique, something kind of different, something that's going to get me excited. And these 15 fragrances did that for me so far this year. As always, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch these videos. You don't have to watch, but you do, and sincerely, I appreciate that. Don't forget to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and share these videos out to some other folks that you think can use this information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darian. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, guys, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.